They're cool local stories. Sometimes innovation just doesn't come from a lab, it comes from a classroom. Students at the University of St. Thomas are taking a challenge straight from the Minnesota Wild hockey team, designing the next generation of ankle and shin protection for NHL players. And as Gordon shows us, the ideas these students are coming up with, they very possibly could end up on the ice someday.
Engineers often say their job is to solve the world's problems.
That's looking better.
Problems these St. Thomas students often hear about in their textbooks and equations.
I like this idea.
So when the Minnesota Wild came to them with a problem,
we thought this was something that was just right up our alley.
More than a dozen students answered the call.
We love to see the real world problems. We love to see the applied engineering.
Mechanical engineering professor John Wentz says 3 teams of students gave up their spring break plans to create a better shin guard.
I would even cut these edges.
The Wild wanted a new perspective to see if someone outside of the game could come up with a better idea.
Have it kind of angled outwards.
It is incredibly cool to see how their minds work and the ideas that they can come up with that maybe industry professionals maybe haven't thought of yet.
Bella Iverson with the Wild says the students will have 3 days to come up with their design.
Keep it like it is. Try that out.
The teams will present their prototypes to a panel of judges on Friday.
The students say the biggest challenge they're dealing with is they need to create a shin guard that offers protection but is also lightweight and can move around with the players as they skate around the ice.
The quick turnaround is also a challenge.
We're kind of cutting it to the wire.
Junior John Edwards says his team is experimenting with liquids inside the padding.
Feels like hard glue.
Using cornstarch and water as a prototype to show how the right liquid can move around freely and also absorb the impact.
They're getting in front of this hard piece of rubber that's flying 100 miles per hour in ways that your padding is not designed to protect in certain ways.
The judges will decide which design they like best. And who knows, one of these ideas could eventually become the new NHL standard shin guard.
We just want to see what these fresh minds can come up with.
Gordon Severson, KARE 11 News.
Cool. Great spring break. The students have been invited to the last Wild home game of the season to give them thanks for the work they're putting in here. The team also hopes to make an annual competition where every year students redesign a different piece of their equipment. More on Dreaming Big when I come back.